Welcome back, boys and girls, to another exciting TheKillerNacho Wi-Fi battle, and today my opponent is Deinoman, I don't know, deinoman09. We battled once in the past. This battle is going to be a Monotype, and I'm like, okay, I can do a Monotype, and you know what, let's give Normal a shot. I mean, Normal is not usually the type you think of when you think of Monotype, at least if you're not me. I mean, it's kind of normal, but it only has one weakness, so he's going to be using Mono Dark, as you can see, so it's going to be an interesting matchup. He doesn't have a whole lot for my Beware. It can do a lot of damage to his team. The only thing that can really tank it is, of course, his Mandibuzz, which can tank pretty much all physical hits really well. So I'm going to go ahead and lead with Dodrio, as he decides to lead with his Alolan Raticate. He's going to go ahead and Sucker Punch right off the bat. Man, I kind of wish I did carry just regular Jump Kick on my Dodrio. I really need to get a Dodrio. Actually, I do have a Dodrio with Jump Kick, but I brought the one without it. And I was going to go for a Brave Bird, and he's going to Sucker Punch. That's going to result in a double KO, which, looking back on it, isn't great. I mean, sacrificing my Dodrio for that Raticate really wasn't worth it, in my opinion. But anyway, I'm going to go to Dustbuster. Dustbuster makes a triumphant return against this shiny little dragon Guzzlord thing. And, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and U-turn. It's super effective, and I don't really want to take a hit. This thing is obviously pretty bulky and can actually hit pretty hard. I'm just going to go to my Beware, as he just goes for a knockoff. It gets rid of my Choice Band, which kind of helps, at the same time kind of doesn't. And in comes Mandibones here, his Mandibuzz. Actually, you might remember seeing that in the first battle we had. And I'm just going to go for a Hammer Arm. And I really should probably have Drain Punch on this thing. I think I haven't updated this particular Beware set to Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon yet. Drain Punch would probably be better on it, although Hammer Arm does hit a little bit harder. But obviously it's not going to hurt a Mandibuzz that much. So in comes my Porygon-Z, and I go into that because it's like one of my only special attackers, and Mandibuzz obviously is a physical defensive wall, and if I want to break through it, I pretty much have to use my Porygon-Z. I'm just going to go for a Thunderbolt, and he just goes back into Guzzlord. It's actually a pretty good defensive core here that he has between the Mandibuzz and the Guzzlord. So I was thinking about it, and I'm like, well, let's go ahead and pop the Z conversion. I probably should have waited on it, because I know that he still has Bisharp in the back, so I'm like, well, I don't know. Let's just try for it. I'm going to obviously go into the Electric type, because that's the move in my first slot. The Guzzlord obviously resist the Electric move, but I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to push through this Guzzlord's amazing special defenses, I'm going to need to get a powered up Ice Beam. And that's what I decided to do. And yeah, it doesn't quite kill it. Unfortunately, he's able to do enough damage there that now he's going to scare me away with that Bisharp, which can come in and just go for the Sucker Punch. Even though I do have +1 defense, my HP is low enough that I'm pretty sure it would kill me, so I'm just going to switch out, and he's just not going to overpredict. He's just going to go for that Sucker Punch. Does give me a free switch into Beware, but as I said, Beware is going to have a hard time getting around that Mandibuzz, which can obviously reliably recover its HP, not to mention has the Rocky Helmet, which is going to punish me for actually doing damage. I go for the Ice Punch, because I knew that Mandibuzz was coming in, and without my Choice Band, it's really not going to do that much, due to, obviously, Mandibuzz's amazing physical defense. And, yeah, he can basically do whatever. He goes for a Taunt as I go into Snorlax, and I was thinking maybe I can set up the Snorlax against the Mandibuzz, but no, not with Taunt it can't. So, now I'm just going to go into Mega Pidgeot, or regular Pidgeot right now. It's going to Mega Evolve, and he's just going to go ahead and Roost, gets him back to his full HP, and the reason I go into Pidgeot is because, like I said, I need to hit this thing with a special move, and that's kind of what, Pidgeot does. Unfortunately, he still has this Tyranitar as well, which, and of course, I decide to bring my other Mega Pidgeot. I do have 2 Mega Pidgeots. One of them has Hidden Power Fighting, and the other one has Tailwind. And I decided, hey, let's bring them with Tailwind. It'll be a neat move to use, and yeah, while it's nice, it's unfortunately no Hidden Power Fighting against the Tyranitar, so I'm like, well, let's go ahead and switch out in Dustbuster, and I pretty much do this as a sack. I'm sorry, Dustbuster, but I'm sorry. I'm able to see the Tyranitarite, which I kind of predicted that he'd have. So at least I know for sure before he Mega Evolves that that's what he is. And he's just going to go ahead and Stone Edge my poor Dustbuster. I'm sorry. You died for my sins. It was your fault. It was my fault, not yours. Anyway, so Beware is going to come in, and yeah, this is pretty much the only thing I have for this Tyranitar. I'm pretty sure I can take maybe 1 hit and obviously scare him away with a fighting move. I actually decided to go for an Earthquake this time, because the switch into Mandibuzz is obvious, and I guess I could have double switched. I should have tried to double switch instead of doing that. But I figured that Earthquake at the very least wouldn't cause recoil damage due to his Rocky Helmet, so yeah, anyway, he's going to go ahead and set up his own Tailwind. So now we both have Tailwind out. Well, actually, no, mine just petered out. So now he has the speed advantage. And in comes Tyranitar again, pretty much with impunity. He knows after seeing Tailwind that I probably don't have Hidden Power fighting. I'll go for the Hurricane, really kind of hoping maybe for the confusion, but I don't get it, so I'm like, well, crap. And he's going to go ahead and Dragon Dance, and I'm just like, well, maybe second time's the charm. I kind of figured he'd Dragon Dance, but now he has a Tailwind up and a +1 attack, and not to mention a +1 speed, so I'm not going to be outspeeding this Tyranitar, and I'm in a really bad situation. He's going to go ahead and Stone Edge. Obviously, due to my no-guard ability, it's going to hit, and even crits me. That was not necessary, sir. That was kind of a dick move. Anyway, I'm just going to go with Beware, and I'm like, well, he's at +1. Maybe I can live a hit, though. He tries to go for the Fire Punch, and I do live with 2 HP, so Beware being pretty clutch here. Getting the kill in this Tyranitar, which I kind of assumed was going to sweep me. I ended up getting the crit on him, too, so there you go. That's what you get for crit Stone Edging me. I'll crit Hammer Arm you. That's X4. I probably killed like 7 Tyranitars at least over. Anyway, in comes Crawdaunt, and I really don't have anything left for this, so... Crawdaunt is a really kind of an underestimated Pokemon. It is actually UU, so it's starting to get some recognition, but with Sheer Force, it's incredibly powerful as an attacker. It has great attack stat, and obviously a reliable move in Aqua Jet that can priority Pokemon. And I go into my Snorlax here hoping that maybe after a Curse I can tank 2, but that is not the case, and he's going to be able just to kill me here with Knockoff. And that blows. And my last Pokemon is, of course, my Porygon-Z, who's nearly dead. So he's going to go ahead and take this one with an Aqua Jet. And, yeah, I believe I won the first battle we had. So we're going to have a tiebreaker at some point. But, yeah, just a nice match. And today's question of the day is going to be... A Pokemon is your weakness of sorts, aka a Pokemon that, when it comes out, it pretty much always does work against you. No matter how much you try... but this Pokemon pretty much always just kind of destroys you when your opponent has it. As for me, probably the number one is Mega Lopunny. I don't know how many times a Mega Lopunny has just bent me over and just wrecked me. More times than I can probably count. It's a Pokemon that, yeah, it always seems to catch me. Another thing is Mega Sharpedo. Maybe not all Mega Sharpedos, but Sharpedo 43 Mega Sharpedo is another Pokemon that I just usually it just my Achilles heel of sorts. So leave a comment about that. What Pokemon do you have the most trouble with when you battle? And I guess if you don't do competitive battles, I mean, it's an in-game Pokemon that you always find annoying to come across. So yeah, leave a comment about that and see you guys next time. Good day, my friends.